You're watching PTV.
Good afternoon, villagers. Welcome to PTV3D. I'm Arnie.
Oh, thank you, Dougie. I'm glad you like. Did you get your email? Did you get the email?
So
I'm glad you like it because actually it doesn't look creepy. I love it.
Let's try that again. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Dougie Waltograms, welcome to the stream. Everyone, welcome in. It is good to have you all here.
I'm happy Dougie's happy.
It is Monday afternoon here on the West Coast. It is August 31st, 2020. Time for the Daily Dose of Disney.
It's a busy day, last day of the month.
Yeah, there is a lot
12,
here to
2,
talk
3,
about.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What?
11 more hours until the Burr months.
Oh, till the Burr months.
I like Burr months.
Yeah, September is just around the corner, everyone. And it's also National Trail Mix Day today. So, I like trail mix. Do you like trail mix?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too big fan of raisins, but I can eat. I like currants. And,
Yeah, Doug calls raisins pathetic grapes. So, what do you do?
Raisins. Especially in food. Like baked goods.
Oh, look at that.
I'm
almost never happy, but very happy just now. Thank
glad
you.
I put a smile on your
Dougie,
face.
that's so sweet. And, oh my goodness. Michael, thank you so much. Yeah, PTV Live is going to be on tonight. So
I need my glasses. I had enough of this.
We're going to have fun with that. It's going to be PTV Loves Target. We'll talk all about Target tonight, but I'll tell you about that in a little bit. So,
Lena's birthday's on
Captain Akron, I guess Mike is saying hi to you. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
It is good to have you here. And Mar, good end of August. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
2020s, each month of 2020 has just been one after another.
Yeah, it has been. But you know what? We will deal with the year as it progresses still. We still have 4 more months of 2020.
But the Burn months are usually my favorite months, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, it happens to have the most wonderful time of the year. So definitely. So let's go ahead and get started with the history. Let's go take the Wayback Machine to 1938 on this day, August 31st, 1938. Walt and Roy Disney did something amazing on this day. That is a picture of Walt Disney Studios from the air. You recognize that?
Yes, we've been there.
Yeah.
Well, haven't been inside yet. That's one day. But we have been and driven around. And if you see the back, toward the back of the image, there's like 3 little humps or half little moons. We stood in that field because there's a freeway that goes back there. So we were over there and we took pictures of us in front of the gate. So we have been to Burbank and we've been to the studio. So
Yeah, the reason why this is also significant is that this is the day that they paid a $10,000 deposit. This whole area was 51 acres. It's a property that they have on Buena Vista Street in Burbank. And they're going to build their new studio. They put a deposit down on the land on this day in 1938. This is after the success of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So it was amazing that they had that kind of money to put down simply because of the success of that film.
in like 9 months, after 9 months, he had all this money from Snow White. So you know how some companies like to, once they get money, they like blow it on stuff that, you know, shouldn't be blown, you know, expensive yachts and trips and stuff. Walt took immediately all that money and he dumped it right back into the company, like immediately.
Yeah.
And they built the studio. So Snow White did build that area.
Interesting thing, though, 10 years later in 1948, Walt had just come back from a trip to Chicago where he was with Ward Kimball. They went to a railroad fair, and it kind of spurred on his imagination, and he was actually thinking about Disneyland at this point. It wasn't Disneyland quite yet, but on this day, he described an idea for something he called Mickey Mouse Park. In 1948, 10 years to the day that they put a deposit down on the property.
That's amazing.
And they wanted to build something like it. He wrote the memo to a production designer at the studio. The production designer's name was Dick Kelsey. And he said, let's do this. It's with a main village, a railroad station. He had a carnival section. He had a Western village, various shops and restaurants. He really wanted to do Mickey Mouse Park. But of course, that idea outgrew Burbank, and Burbank didn't want it either. They didn't want that carny vibe.
Hi, Donna.
Hello. Oh, look at that. They just finished dinner.
Oh,
And Mike Wheeler,
just finished
thank you for
dinner.
posting that. Thank you.
Wow. We just had our sandwich for
Yeah,
lunch.
we just had our lunch. So, oh my goodness. Dinner would be wonderful, though. We're going to have a nice dinner before we do PTV Live tonight. So, everyone, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button as you are here. Let's see. Let's move forward to 1960. On this day in 1960, here's something to consider. That is a woman standing in a display at Disneyland in Tomorrowland. This was an exhibit called The Bathroom of Tomorrow. So I don't know if she was looking for a place to go to the bathroom or she was just enjoying what the future bathroom holds for the American public, actually for the world. But it was on display at Disneyland, closed on this day in 1960.
Everything's fluorescent.
Yeah, I'm sure the room was very bright, but bright with fluorescent light, I'm not sure that I would like that.
No fluorescent lights. We only have a fluorescent light in our garage.
Yeah, you're right.
And it works. The bulb
Yeah.
still works. It's been 12 years. But all fluorescence in the house, compact fluorescence,
Yeah.
everything gone.
Hi, Caitlin.
Can you enlarge it?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make that bigger. Sure, let's make this really big so you can really see it. There you go.
Oh.
What do you think?
Yeah, you're going to have to cover our faces. We just have to do it. Okay, you're making people sick. There we go.
So that's what it looked like. You can see the shower there, a big sink area where she was able to do some stuff. And there was a commode there on the left-hand side of the picture. And it was as open and airy concept, kind of like the open concept houses that they have now.
Cool.
But I doubt that was actually open to an entire house. Of course, you'd have a door for privacy, because that is what we have. And then, let's move forward 4 years on this day. There's a picture. That's the Dapper Dans. The Dapper Dans at Disneyland, to be specific. They were hired, or actually Disney, I don't know how this worked out, but they were invited to sing at the groundbreaking ceremony for Angels Anaheim Stadium. It was going to be the home for the California Angels, which right now are called the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
That's either a Charlie or a Stacy.
It's Charlie or Stacy. Welcome to the
Or
stream.
both.
It is good to have you here. So they went ahead and sang a dedication. The facility in Anaheim, original investment in 1964, $24 million for a stadium. That's not much.
No.
I
Now
don't.
they're like $1 billion.
Yeah, yeah. They're outrageously expensive.
We
now.
talk about billions like if I have a $20 in my wallet, which I don't have a $20 in my wallet.
I actually don't have anything in my
I
pockets
have
right now.
we have
or in my
like
wallet.
no cash on us right now. Like,
Yeah.
who has cash?
Yeah, we don't really carry
Don't
cash. do we?
carry cash. I know we should, but we don't. It's horrible.
Okay, so let's go forward 1 year, 1965. The U.S. Forest Service announced that they had received 6 bids to develop a ski resort in an area called Mineral King in California. This is, of course, part of the Sequoia National Forest now. But at the time, Disney did propose that they were one of 2 leading candidates at the time. They proposed $35 million to build up to 27 chairlifts with capacity of 11,000 seats per hour. That's a lot of skiers.
That was, if that did go through, that would have been an environment.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm actually kind of glad it did.
Well, think about this. They also had hotels for up to 3,000 guests
Yeah.
and a 10-story parking garage, but it was all underground. That was the original plan, an underground parking structure. 3,600 cars could fit in that thing.
I mean, they would have had to build this massive freeway. It was going to be a mess. Would have been cool, but it would have just screwed it all up. And do we need any more? Everything's so touristy anyway.
I don't think so. I don't think we do.
I think this was maybe a good thing that it just ended up being a mess and then it went away.
Yeah. So that was 1965. Let's move forward 8 years. Just a very brief one here. 1973. The gentleman that I mentioned that went to Chicago with Walt Disney, Ward Kimball, one of the 9 old men. He the one animated character that I really recall him doing was Pecos Bill. I remember seeing him do a drawing with his cigarette hanging out of his mouth, his lips really pushed forward like that. And you saw Ward Kimball drawing himself as Pecos Bill. But he retired on this day in 1973. So,
he's huge. He is a historical thing for. I mean, he created Tinkerbell.
Yeah, he did. He did Tinkerbell.
He animated. He was huge in the parks, and there's actually 5 trains at Disneyland, and the 5th one that was inducted or introduced. It was in the aught decade. I'm sorry, I don't even have the date of it. I should know my trains. But it was in the aught decade of the turn of the century. It's called the Ward Kimball number 5. It actually was, the controversy was just like building the Olympic Stadium out in, it was not going to be good.
No, it wasn't. It was going to be really rough.
It was going to be really bad.
Yeah. Let's move forward.
But we got the Country Bears out of it, so that's about it.
Yeah.
Country Bear Jamboree.
The Country Bear Jamboree was originally designed for Mineral King in the Sierra Nevada for California, that ski resort. But instead they put it in Florida at the Magic Kingdom. And then we got it at Disneyland as well, which sadly is no more at Disneyland. Let's see. We have 1990 on this day. Does anyone remember this game show? Win, Lose, or Draw. This started out as a party game at Burt Reynolds' house. He would have people come over and they would play this game that they called Win, Lose, or Draw. And it just gained traction. He would have so many friends and celebrities came over and they said, you know what, you may have a game show here. They developed it as a game show and eventually it went into syndication. Syndication starred Vicki Lawrence and Burt Convy also hosted the show at some times. But on this day, they filmed the 570th last episode. They filmed it and it aired on this day in 1990. So 30 years ago today was the last original episode of the original syndication of Win, Lose, or Draw. It went on for 3 years.
That's cool. That's a cool show.
Fun game show. I love playing Win, Lose, or Draw. It's just a blast. You know, people do a lot of Pictionary now, so that's just the way things are. But yeah, it was Win, Lose, or Draw. I thought that was really cool. I loved that game. Then we can move forward to 1993, and in this case, it's just simple. Jeffrey Katzenberg told Michael Eisner that he may leave Disney in a year's time. He eventually did leave. It ended up getting really bad. Remember how bad it was?
Yes.
Oh, Doug's, I guess he's dealing with a client at
Sorry,
the
yeah,
moment.
we're dealing with things. Thank you.
He's dealing with the clients at the moment.
Um,
Hey, Kay Atwood, it is good. Thank you so much for being here. So, Jeffrey Katzenberg told Michael Eisner he ended up leaving in 94 at about the same time as Frank Wells' death. It got really ugly there
So-
in 94.
83, 84, Disney had no end to drama. The corporation was literally going, very, very, very south. Fast forwarded exactly 10 years, the company still goes through some more drama. It's like every 10 years, that company has to have exactly on the year. So 83, 84, 83, 84, 93, 94, no end to drama.
Yeah.
I think 2003, 2004, there was a little drama.
Oh, there was a lot of drama. That was when the whole Save Disney.
That's it. Then
the
there was
whole Save Disney
the
campaign
Save
started.
Channel. So it is every single, but 2013, 2014, I think they've been okay.
Yeah.
But it was 83, 84, 93, 94, and 2003, 2004 because they were getting rid of Eisner.
It took Bob Iger to break that curse.
I just remember. So I just thought of that.
All I can say is hire us, Bob. 1994.
I love Disneyland so much.
Now, we mentioned that they were having problems in 94. This is something else that happened in
Cynthia.
94. Cynthia, I love my PTV. Oh, thank you so much, Cynthia. Very nice. They had a problem with Euro Disney. They overbuilt the park. The park itself was beautiful. It was expensive to build, but they also spent a lot of money on the surrounding areas, including resorts that they really didn't need. Paris, the City of Lights, was just 45 minutes away from the center of the city. People would stay in Paris. They would travel by train east to Marne-la-Vallée, which is where Disneyland Paris is, and they weren't staying in the hotels. It really dragged them hard. Attendance wasn't as strong as they wanted it, and when it started, so the stock price on this day dropped to less than $2. I mean, that's insane. They had to stop the Paris Exchange for 15 minutes so that they could suspend that trading. Now, on that day also, something else happened. A gentleman by the name of Ron Dominguez retired from Disneyland after 39 years. He had worked there since opening day.
It's his family's property. That's us with him.
That's us with Ron Dominguez at Disneyland on July 17th, 2015.
60th anniversary.
Yeah. Ron was such a nice guy. He stood there and he talked with us for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Doug was full of questions.
I was.
Imagine that. Doug never has questions.
No. But his family owned Disneyland's dirt that Walt bought.
One of the farms that they bought was his family.
There's tons of stories we could go
Yeah.
into. Disneyland's is full of stories.
Yeah, but there's a palm tree that's there in Adventureland because of it. It never moved. It's in the same spot that it was planted back in the 19th century. So that palm tree is old.
About 1890s.
Yeah, that is an old palm tree. We also have in 2007, let's move forward. On this day in 2007, the Alfredo restaurant in the Italy Pavilion at Epcot closed. L'Original Alfredo di Roma Ristorante was a wonderful restaurant. I loved it, actually. It was good. That's the first.
I never got to eat there.
You never ate there? I did. I loved it. It's the first place I had truffles. Not the chocolate candy stuff. I mean, actual truffles that are dug up in the dirt. You know, they have those pigs that sniff them out. They actually had shaved truffles on top of a pasta dish that my mom ordered. So she and I shared that. This was in 1999. We got that dinner as part of our deal for seeing Candlelight at Epcot in December of 99.
Cool.
It was so cool. So, you see, I still remember that experience, being at that restaurant. I miss that restaurant. It's now Tutto Italia, but at that time, it was the Alfredo di Roma restaurant. It's the original. I mean, it was original from Italy. I loved that place.
It went away in 2007.
Oh, can't remember it. Oh, gosh. It's what is Tutto Italia now. But, yeah, it was a great Italian restaurant. Very authentic, good, tasty food.
It was good.
Also that year in 2007.
Hi, Richard.
Hey, Richard Arjans, welcome to the stream. We also had a soft opening of a movie at Epcot, Canada. That starred
Martin Short.
Martin Short, who also happens to be Canadian. So he hosted the movie Canada. And the thing is that movie ran from 2009 until last year? 2019? No, earlier this year. It closed earlier this year and opened a new Canada movie starring
Moira Rose.
Starring Johnny and Moira Rose, actually. Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara.
I love it.
I want to see that movie so much. I really do. I love them.
Oh, Michael.
Mike Wheeler. A super chat for $1.99 from Mike Wheeler. I love PTV Choo Choo.
Get my
Mike Wheeler for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Gosh, we really appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. Let's move forward. 2009. On this day in 2009, we had this. Marvel, it was announced that the Walt Disney Company had agreed to buy Marvel for $4 billion.
Let's just say that was the best investment they made. They got their money back for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend, the sci-fi fantasy geek, said they usually charge for truffles by weighing how much you're getting at the table. It's true. It's not cheap to have truffles.
It's by the gram.
But they went ahead and, I guess the price of the dish included the truffles, and they shaved just a certain amount on top. So they knew what they were doling out. Hey, Tim Pruitt, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. It is good to have you.
But yeah, Disney got all their money back on Marvel. And it was only $4 billion. I don't think that's a lot of money.
Think about the amount of money that has come in as a result of that sale. In just merchandise alone.
No.
That's incredible. $4 billion.
I still don't associate Marvel with Disney, so it's its own little thing.
Same with Star Wars, that kind of thing. Although they're big with the whole Disney universe kind of thing.
It's still not Disney. It's Star Wars. It's Marvel.
Doug, the purist, he loves Mickey Mouse.
I do. I love Mickey Mouse so much.
And then something else happened on this day. We had, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and play a little bit of music. Because on this day, the Walt Disney Company announced enhancements to Castaway Cay. They were doing things to Castaway Cay, new lunch buffet area. They were doing all sorts of stuff. They were having fun. So,
yeah, we didn't want to drive everybody nuts.
Yeah, I like the music.
Castaway Cay is absolutely amazing. I love that area. It was so cool.
You know, I don't know. Oh, look at this. Caitlin says, I am a classic too. Yeah, Caitlin.
They were already...
Thumbs up, Caitlin. Thumbs up.
Half a decade already established before Disney bought them.
Yeah. Castaway Cay, though, I believe... Well, I don't know for a fact if it's the first cruise line to have their own private island, but I do know that they did a great job with it. It was so much fun. The time that we went to visit in 2008. We went on it in 2008?
Yes.
Yeah, January 2008.
Kind of think of that. We went on a cruise in 2008.
Yeah, and it was the year after that they announced all these improvements. So I've never seen these improvements that they did on the island.
I was actually just thinking about that. I don't think we've... No.
Yeah. I've never seen that, so I don't know. But yeah, they were doing new massage cabanas at Serenity Bay. Of course, that's the adult area, where just no kids are allowed. So
no children.
We tried going there that day, but it was so
cold.
Windy and cold on that side of the island.
Well, we went on a cruise in January.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a great cruise.
It was warm, but it was still very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was January in the tropics.
Yeah, but
subtropic.
Also want to
sort
mention,
of kind of tropic.
Ben has his show Life with Ben on Thursdays, only on PTV. This last week, he talked about us getting apples to make apple pie jam, and so we processed all those yesterday. I have some video. I'll be posting that on our Instagram. You can catch us on our Instagram. On Facebook, on Twitter, all at Pepper Tree Villa. And then we also have something in our shop we have a new design. If you look there by Doug's face, you'll see a new t-shirt design.
Let's see if I can put something right there.
Have a great big beautiful tomorrow is our catchphrase, and that is the new design for our latest t-shirt that we have in our shop. It's at shop.spreadshirt.com/peppertreevilla. So you can catch us.
Newly created.
Yeah. Doug had a lot of fun with that. So go check it out. And then let's go ahead and play this quick commercial for you. Hold on just a second while I run this for you. Oh.
Okay.
I guess I can't.
Something happened. We don't want to touch any buttons.
Oh, I know where it is. So anyway, we have this commercial that we uploaded. I have to just find it here in our promos. Just a second. I'm so sorry, everyone. There we go. And there we go.
Now we're looking for a Target. This is my favorite Target location. I'm at Target. So I'm here at Target. We're at Target again. Coming into Target. Headed to Target, and we are approaching Target. We do have Target. We're here in the middle of Target. We're going to Target. Join us on Monday night, August 31st, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, as we discuss why PTV loves Target. That's PTV Live.
Only on PTV.
There we go. Yeah, good idea. Don't push buttons. Well, actually, fortunately, it wasn't any buttons I had to push this time. So
You're making me super nervous.
But
I'm already like shaking like a chihuahua.
we've got it down now, so we're doing okay. And oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness. We just got a super chat here from Candy Mom. Fabulous job, Doug.
CYNTHIA. Thank you.
Candy Mom for the super chat of $1.99. Thank you so much.
I'm really
for that.
happy the way that Have a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. I mean, it has a mid-century modern kind of cool feel to it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about why we love Target, and that's going to be tonight on PTV Live, so don't miss that. I guess that is about all we have for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. For those that gave us our super chats, Mike Wheeler,
Mike and
Cynthia, Candy Mom 15, thank you so much for those super chats. To our moderators, thank you so much for your help today. We cannot do anything without you. We just can't. Thank you so much. And look at that. Cynthia says, oh, so retro.
So retro.
Yeah, definitely.
I live in the suburbs of Minneapolis, the home of... Yes.
Yes, it is.
One of these days, we were trying to see if the actual physical first 1962 Target is still in Minnesota. You're reading a book about it.
Yes, I have a book that I'll be showing you.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Oh,
She's going to order swag.
Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. The Target is actually a big presence in Minnesota because that's where it started. The first Target was in Roseville. So they did 4 Targets that first year, but we'll talk about that tonight on PTV Live. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
We'll be back tomorrow with another edition for September 1st. That's just 2 more episodes of the Daily Dose this week. We're doing a little catch-up work from days that we missed last year. So thank you so much for spending this time with us. I guess that's it. We will see you tonight
in a few hours.
PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for PTV Loves Target. Everyone have a magical evening and have a great big beautiful tomorrow. We'll see you later tonight on PTV Live.
Bye.
Bye.